10 World's Fattest People. Number 10. Robert Earl Hughes. Robert Earl Hughes was, during his lifetime, the heaviest human being recorded in the history of the world. Hughes was born in Illinois, in 1926. At the age of 6, he weighed about 203 pounds. At 10, he weighed 377 pounds. His excessive weight was attributed to a malfunctioning pituitary gland. His chest was measured at 3.15 meters, and he weighed an estimated 1,069 pounds at his heaviest. During his adult life, Hughes made guest appearances at carnivals and fairs. On July 10, 1958, Hughes contracted a case of measles, which soon developed into uremia, resulting in his death in Bremen, Indiana. He was 32 years old. He is often said to have been buried in a piano case. Number 9. Patrick Deuel. Patrick Deuel is an American man known for being one of the heaviest people in the world. He was the subject of the documentary Half-Ton Man, in which Rosalie Bradford gave advice after achieving a record-breaking weight loss of 900 pounds. Born in Grand Island, Nebraska, Deuel is a former restaurant manager. At one point, he had not left his house, or even his bed, in 7 years. His wife Eddie claims that she fed Patrick his favorite foods because she loved him, and that she hadn't realized how bad it had gotten. In the documentary, Patrick tells the camera that if something he wants is denied, he will rip you to shreds. At his peak, he was so enormous that his bedroom wall had to be knocked down to extract him from his home. Gastric bypass surgery was thought to be his best chance for permanent weight loss. A second operation removed a mass of fat and skin hanging from his midsection. After 12 months, Patrick lost 570 pounds. Number 8. Michael Hebranko. Michael Hebranko was one of the heaviest men in the world and suffered from an extreme case of morbid obesity. He dropped his weight from 906 pounds to 200 pounds in 19 months with the help of the dieting and exercise coach Richard Simmons, and was recorded in the Guinness Book of World Records for the highest recorded weight loss in 1990. However, over the next 7 years, his weight increased to 999 pounds and he had to be taken to the Brookhaven Rehabilitation and Health Care Center by forklift. In June 1999, Hebranko was at his peak weight of 1,100 pounds, before again undergoing a massive weight loss, and dropping to 457 pounds overall. He gained and lost over 4,000 pounds in his life. He died on July 25, 2013. Number 7. Francis John Lang. Francis John Lang, of Gibsonton, Florida, weighed in at a massive 1,187 pounds. He blamed his weight on prescription drug abuse. Lang had a mobile home built with observation windows, and traveled the country putting himself on display at carnivals and fairs. Lying nearly nude on an oversized circular bed, he preached about the evils of drugs. By 1980, Lang had reportedly reduced to 369 pounds. Number 6. Walter Hudson. Walter Hudson, of Hempstead, New York, was the 6th most obese human in medical history. He also holds the Guinness World Record for the largest waist. It measured 119 inches in 1987, when he was at his peak weight of 1,197 pounds. Hudson described his average daily diet as consisting of 2 boxes of sausages, 1 pound of bacon, 12 eggs, a loaf of bread, 4 hamburgers and 4 double cheeseburgers, 8 large portions of fries, 3 ham steaks or 2 chickens, 4 baked potatoes, 4 sweet potatoes, 4 heads of broccoli, most of a large cake, and additional snacks. He also drank an average of 17 liters of soda every day. He died of a heart attack on December 24, 1991, at age 46. Rescue workers had to cut down his bedroom wall to remove his body. Number 5. Robert Butler. Robert Butler is a U.S. citizen born in 1972, living in Providence, Rhode Island. Robert weighs approximately 1,200 pounds. His weight has forced him to live in Bannister House care home for close to 10 years, but he is now in hospital owing to the home's crippling debts. He had to be taken out of his home in a container by crane. He died in 2015. Number 4. Carol Yager. Carol Ann Yager was one of the most severely obese people in history, and the heaviest woman ever recorded. Yager stated that she had developed an eating disorder as a child in response to being sexually abused by a close family member, although in later interviews, she indicated that there were other contributing factors to her severe obesity. At the same time, however, she denied eating anything more than normal quantities of food. Yager's boyfriend claimed she weighed over 1,600 pounds at her heaviest, although this was not confirmed. That would have made her the heaviest person ever recorded. Yager lost the most weight by non-surgical means in the shortest documented time, 521 pounds in 3 months. She died in 1994 of kidney failure. Number 3. Manuel Uribe. Manuel Uribe was a Mexican man who suffered from morbid obesity to one of the greatest extents known in recorded history. After reaching a peak weight of around 1,316 pounds, and having been unable to leave his bed since 2002, he lost approximately 510 pounds, nearly half of his body weight, with the help of doctors and nutritionists by February 2008. Uribe drew worldwide attention in January 2006, when he made an emotional plea on a Mexican television network that prompted both private and public assistance. He was also featured on The World's Heaviest Man, a 2007 television documentary about his bedridden life and attempts to overcome his obesity, and in The World's Heaviest Man Gets Married, a similar documentary that was broadcast in 2009. He died in his hometown on 26 May 2014, weighing 869 pounds. Number 2. Khalid bin Mohsen Shaari. Khalid bin Mohsen Shaari, born 1991, is a Saudi Arabian man who in August 2013 was found to be the heaviest person on the planet and the second heaviest person in recorded history at 1,345 pounds, behind only Jon Brower Minnoch. He also had a BMI of 204, the highest ever recorded. He was ordered by King Abdullah to be transferred from his home, which he had been unable to leave for over 2 years, to the country's capital, Riyadh, to receive treatment. As a result of this, in a mere 6 months, he managed to lose a total of 320 kilograms, more than half his body weight. Number 1. Jon Brower Minnoch. Jon Brower Minnoch was an American man who, at his peak weight, was and still is the heaviest human being ever recorded, weighing approximately 1,400 pounds. This figure was only a close estimation because his extreme size, poor health, and lack of mobility prevented use of a scale. Minnoch's weight continued to increase steadily until his hospitalization in March 1978 at age 37, due to cardiac and respiratory failure. That same year, he broke a record for the greatest difference in weight between a married couple, when he married his 110-pound wife Jeanette and later fathered 2 children. Minnoch was diagnosed with massive generalized edema, a condition where the body accumulates excess extracellular fluid. Upon his hospital admission, it was estimated by endocrinologist Dr. Robert Schwartz that over 900 pounds of his overall body mass was retained fluid. He holds the record for most weight loss by anyone. He died on September 10, 1983, aged 41, after losing 924 pounds.